Hello, friends. Happy Monday. Glad that you're here. Glad that you're able to either watch me live or watch the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's A Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Club Couture. My apologies for being late this evening. I have skipped past Hot Mess, and I am orbiting Spicy Disaster this evening. Running a little behind. Too many buttons to push. So there's that. So once you hop on, say hi in the comments. Tell me where you are watching from. I want to let you know I'm using an online platform called StreamYard. So I'm live in 3 locations this evening: my Facebook business page, my YouTube channel, and my private Facebook group. I tell you that in case you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your feed. That person may be viewing and commenting from a different platform. Also, if you're watching from my private Facebook group, if you wouldn't mind giving StreamYard permission to access your profile name and pic. That way, if you do happen to comment, your comment shows up with your name and pic. If you don't click that permission link, then your comment will show up as Facebook user, and I don't know who I'm talking to. So with that, let's say hi. Excuse me, that dang cough's still hanging on. Getting better, though. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. I also see that Donna is watching from her kitchen. And if you don't mind, I'm going to suck on a little wintergreen mint. I think that would be much more enjoyable than listening to me cough all evening. So my apologies if either one is offensive or disturbing, but it is what it is. So with that, I'm going to flip the camera and I'm going to show you what we are working on this evening. It is #monthly transfer Monday, kind of my little call out to the Club Couture transfer of the month. You do have 3 days left to get this transfer. And let me show you a little bit about it while we're talking. So this is the monthly Club Couture transfer. It is Home Sweet Home. I have used it about 4 times, or maybe this will be my 4th time. Cutest transfer. That house is so adorable and so detailed. But this transfer is only available to club members or designers. It is a monthly DIY subscription service that comes directly to your mailbox every month. It is $21.99 per month. It does come with 3 pay singles if you're a designer. However, you just get the transfer. But the colors this month are Ocean Mist, Shimmer Rose Gold, excuse me, and Shimmer Moonlight. There is a 3-month minimum commitment to join, but you can cancel at any time after that. You also get a $5.99 flat rate shipping on your first chalk site order of the month, and you also get other specials and deals. So I'm going to take that off. So again, you only have 3 days left to get this transfer. You can go back into my video library and see some of the other projects that I have made with this transfer. It is super cute. So we'll be using that. I don't know if I'm going to use this tonight, but I did pull it out because we are also going to put together another tiered tray. But this is the tiered tray patterns that goes on the top tier and the bottom tier. Also using a few more transfers from the autumn tiered tray transfer. And then I pulled out this one. I have not used it yet. I have plans for it though. This one is called Life Story and Home. But I wanted to pull out one of the 3 houses to coordinate with this house for some of the tiered trays accessories. So we have our faux book stack. We have the cutest little miniature board and base. We have a miniature cutting board. We have a 2x4 box frame. And we have a cute rolling pin. And I just remembered I have one more transfer I was going to pull out. While I'm going to open the tiered tray as well. So let's get that open. And then if I remember, I will go pull that transfer real quick. I'm going to step away for just a minute. You're going to hear me wrestling through some stuff. I'm going to figure out which stack. I spent most of yesterday rummaging through my transfers. Oh, I found it on the first try. Trying to organize my transfers. I've not been very diligent about putting them where they go. Trying to reorganize some of them by size. And so we'll also be using, this is the Carrot Patch transfer. And that Carrot Patch Chalk Made kit is still available. It is in the last chance section, but I just love this small little buffalo plaid. So we're going to be putting some buffalo plaid on our little boarded base stand. So I pulled that out too. Okay, so if you're into tiered trays, this is quite the little bargain. I have most everything linked in the description of the video. However, I think I forgot to link that. But again, it is in the last chance section. So this is the tiered tray. The bottom shelf is about 17 inches across. So it is a decent size. So there's my hand. So it's a decent size tiered tray. It does have feet on the bottom. And there are lots of ways. You can leave it white like this. You can distress it. You can paint it black. You could paint it navy blue. Whatever color decor you have, you could paint it. You could stain it. I have a video that I was going to show later. One designer glued split beads all around the top and the bottom. So your tiered tray comes with your bolts and your stand pieces. So you just put the bolt and one washer on the bottom, and then this piece just screws in. And if you were going to use, and I don't think I'm going to do it tonight, if you were going to use this transfer, Club Couture's made it easy. So there's this little hole right here. So you just want to line that hole up with that hole on the tier. Well, you'd be this one with this hole on the tier tray. And so you just put it down, you chalk it, flip it around, line up your hole, and then chalk the other side. And I don't think we want to do this tonight. So then to finish putting that together, there's another washer. I assume this is kind of how I've been putting mine together. So I put the little washer on the top, and I put this, I kind of was spinning this through. It's about the easiest way to do it. And then just stick it on top. And then you just screw that down on the bottom part. And there you have a cute little tiered tray. It's very sturdy. So we'll just leave that hanging out there. Now I have to figure out what I want to do first. I did want to make a cute little stand. This little box frame, it kind of stands in there, but it is very tipsy. And so you can, if you have like a little mini Jenga block from the dollar store, you could use that. I happen to just have these tongue depressors, so that's what I was going to use. I'm missing my little there it is. My little sander. When I cut it, it has some little jagged pieces, so I just want to get those off. I'm going to paint this first so I can get it drying. Did everyone have a great weekend? Did you have any fun? Did you do anything fun? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'm just going to take some bark paste. Oh, not that one. I thought I grabbed the right one. It's maybe a bit dark. And then I'm going to get a baby wipe. Donna says they had a pretty lazy weekend. I love lazy weekends. I just cut a wipe into a quarter. I'll just leave that out because I'll need it. So I'm just taking a baby wipe, and I'm only going to paint one side of these pieces because I'm going to end up gluing them together. And I'm just going to use the baby wipe and some paste to kind of stain these. It is a little more orange than I would prefer, but it'll work. And because we've watered down the paste, it will dry super fast. I didn't have to get out any acrylic paint. I didn't have to dirty up a brush. Actually, I didn't need to paint the middle one except for the edges and the sides. Oh well. It probably would have been easier to glue these together and then paint them. But again, it's a spicy disaster kind of night. I was not thinking ahead. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of black just to see if I can darken that up a bit. So it's not so orange, just a skosh. Don't know if it's going to work. It's a little better. It's not so orange anymore. I'm only going to do 2. And just get the sides on this one a little bit. Don't forget, at some point, if you would, spread the chalk love around. Hit that heart button, hit those like buttons. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you wouldn't mind doing that. I'm at 68 subscribers. I would love to be at 100 by the end of the year. I totally think that's doable. Also, my Instagram page is at 730. I would love to have that at 1,000 by the end of the year. And my Facebook page is at 400. Well, I don't know what my Facebook page is at. I don't remember, but it would be great to grow all of that. Okay. So I need to figure out what I want to do. I printed off a couple of examples. And the examples I'll show you in a video. Donna, I did see, Donna, that you joined Instagram last week. Welcome. Okay, I have used this one a lot, but it is still super sticky. And because these are all wood pieces, I'm also going to do a little bit of waxing. So I'm going to wax this side of my mini chalkboard. So this is just surface wax. I did also forget to cart link that, but it is on my chalk site. So I'm just adding a little bit of wax to this cutting board. The wax will get into all those ridges and nooks and crannies and kind of smooth out my surface. It will also prevent the transfer from sticking so hard that it distorts it or stretches it when I am removing it. Super smooth. I'm also going to fuzz my transfer. It is still super sticky. So I'm just putting this on a terry cloth towel, trying to knock back some of that adhesive so it's not so sticky. And you kind of get a feel for it. Some transfers are stickier than others. It also kind of, the way you clean them kind of determines that as well. The more you use them, the less sticky they become. So I'm just going to place this, and then I'm going to hold it up to the light because I can sort of see through a portion of the transfer. I think that works. I do not want, there's a little piece of greenery, and I don't want that on there. It's kind of weird. So I'm going to use white, just bright white paste, to figure out which one is my better one. I think think that won't work. I think I'm just going to do one color. It's just, this has so much little detail that it's really easier just to do one color. But you could do the greenery and the flowers different colors if you so choose. Whatever floats your boat. So I'm just getting some on a squeegee. Ooh, that's thick. I'm going to have to add some water to that one. It does not want to spread. All right, I'm going to use a multi-tool just because it's a bit firmer and I might be able to get more of that paste off. It's going to give me more lines, but I want to get some of that paste off. It is super thick and sticky. Then I can go back in. Try to smooth everything out before it dries. Got a clump of, so look at that cute little house. That is super detailed. Love it. It's so cute. This is one of my favorite club transfers so far, mainly because of the house detail. There's our cute little house. We'll add some embellishments here in a little bit. I think the next thing I want to do is, Jason says he loves that house. I'm going to get out black or black velvet and candy apple. We're going to do our box frame. So for this surface, we're just going to use the word home and the little heart. And I'm going to give this surface just a tiny bit of sanding. Just this particular surface, and this is the same surface that the tray is. If you're going to chalk on them, a little bit of sanding is very helpful. Otherwise, your paste is going to bleed or feather. And I am going to add just a skosh of wax. Okay. Donna says, is the tray a standard product? It is a standard product in the catalog. So if you go to, my website is actually changing. So if you go to beta, B-E-T-A dot, I have it here listed in the tab. Beta at chalkcouture.com/Robin's Egg Blue Creations. That is the new website. And then you'll go to shop by category, and then you'll go to surfaces, and you can find the tiered tray. But yes, it just came out in July. I imagine it'll be around for a few seasons just because they've come out with autumn accessories and then they've come out and transfer. So I imagine they'll come out with some Christmas accessories and transfers in the catalog launch in mid-September. It's when more of the Christmas items will launch. Okay. I'm just using this word, home. I was trying to get more of my transfer to stick. However, where did my tape go? I want to cover up the O because I want to add in this little heart for my O. Okay, I think I've got that covered. So let's find my multi-tool and I'm going to get some black velvet. Make sure that's good and burnished. And the accessories pack that we are using tonight, I should point out, it is sold out right now. The book stack, the board and base, the rolling pin, the cutting board, and this frame. But I do have an extra one on hand if someone really, 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 really wanted it. I just happened to get 2 in today. Okay, so let's see what we have. Oh, my E bled a little bit. Booey. That's okay. I'll fix it. I didn't have the transfer burnished down all the way. So I got left with a big glob, but I can either live with it or I can try to fix it. And I may try to fix it later. So now I'm going to cover up the black because I don't want it to transfer onto everything else. And I'm going to try to place this. I can see through the lines that are on either side of the heart. So that's going to help me place it a little bit. I'm just going to stick that down. Get a little bit of candy apple. And I'm going to use the detail tool because it's a little smaller. Just get a tiny bit. This detail tool is great for those little tight detail areas, hence the name. So there is cute, a little heart for home. Let's see, I waxed this, so I might be able to get lucky and scratch some of that off with the pokey end of the detail tool. It's not perfect. You can also try one of these pointed Q-tips. I'm going to get it wet with a little tiny bit of water. Hopefully this doesn't smear, so hold your fingers, crush fingers. Yeah, it's smearing. Yeah. I'll mix some chalk paste. I mean, it probably would work better once it's all dry. Hey, that's kind of working. Let's try a dry one and see. Yeah. It's a little better, not much. I'm going to try one more thing. I saw a trick watching a YouTube video, and the people doing the video used one of those click erasers, and they got the end wet, and they were able to erase wet paint. So can't hurt anything. Holy smacks, it works. Okay, everybody needs to go out and buy the clickable erasers. If you have wet paint that you need to remove, get it wet, and voila, totally fixed. Click erasers never cracked without it. I've been looking for them at Walmart and I can't find them, but the eraser on my erasable pen works. I would stick to the white erasers. I'm totally impressed that worked. They said it would, and it did. Okay, on to the next project. I think we'll do the rolling pin. And actually, hold that thought. Maybe I should just finish with this transfer while I have it out. And that way I can get it. Donna says she has 3 of them. You use pencils a lot in your world. Well, I use pencils a lot in my world, but I don't have any of those click erasers. But I need to get some, especially for my craft room. Okay, so next we're going to use you can't see that, some of the word text down here. Down at the bottom it says celebrate each other, forgive and hug often, laugh together, share our dreams, and love unconditionally. And I think I want to use laugh together, celebrate each other, and love unconditionally on the spines of these faux books. So I am going to sand, and it is double-sided, so you could put the same thing on both sides. You could do top and bottom, or you could make them reversible to where this one is a holiday or season. This one is an evergreen, same way, evergreen and seasonal. Donna says she makes a lot of errors. Well, I do too. I just usually use the pencil that's on the top of my mechanical pencil. if you use pencils a lot, do you prefer are you team mechanical or team, I don't know what the team number 2 or team number 2 or team mechanical? Okay, that's a big difference. So I did sand my book stack. Donna's team mechanical. I can already tell you, oops, I just lost my comments. That Jason is team lead or team number 2. He hates mechanical pencils. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit difficult. Just because Jason says mechanicals are horrible. Number 2 all the way. Sorry, I have to get another cough drop or mint. Otherwise, all you'll hear is me coughing. And I don't want to cough all over. Let's move that over just a skosh. Okay, we'll just go with it there. It's kind of a little hard to see, but so I'm just going to go in with black. I almost did the wrong line. So I'm just using the multi-tool. I really like the multi-tool. I like that it doesn't have a lot of give. Squeegee sometimes can be a little flimsy. Okay, there's the divider line, so I need to go up there. Oh, it needs to go down. Be careful when you're burnishing your transfer down, because I don't want to burnish where the love laugh together is, because I may end up, then if I rub where there's adhesive and there's paste, the adhesive may take my paste off. So just be careful. Just kind of burnish only where you need to. Okay, and then love unconditionally. So I'm using the edge of the book stack down here to kind of make sure I'm mostly even, and then I'm kind of eyeballing it between the other edges, the sides. Okay. And I think I'm done with. No, I'm not done with that transfer. Oh, yeah, I am done with that transfer. I should have written down all of what I wanted to do because I'm getting a little confused. So there is our book stack, and you could go along and you could sand the edges. And almost sand your paste right off because you slipped. There it is sanded. Oops. There we go. Okie doke. We're done with that transfer. Because it has sat here for a while, I'm going to just put it in the water with that chalk paste. Get it reconstituted so it'll be a little easier to clean. Okay, next, we're going to do our rolling pin, and I'm just going to give it a light sand also. I'll wipe it off. You could paint this, you could stain it, you could sand it down to its natural wood color. This autumn tiered tray has the word home with the little greenery that matches perfect with the greenery on the house. And let's wedge this thing so it doesn't go anywhere with a couple of squeegees. Hey, Peggy. Long time no see. Yes, we just ran into each other at the Hoblob the other day. She says, glad I caught you. Looks perfectly darling. We are working on the tiered tray and the tiered tray accessories that just launched in July. So I do have a cart link for most everything that we are using. So I'm just using the multi-tool and some black velvet paste. And I'm just going to spread the paste over the silkscreen area. Don't forget, while you're watching me create, if you wouldn't mind spreading the chalk love around, hitting that heart button, hitting that like button, tagging any crafty friends you have. Okay. It's to peel and reveal. So there is our little mini rolling pin. Little home. That's good and dry. So we have our rolling pin that says home. We have our mini cutting board with a cute little house. And then we have our little 2x4 box frame. And most of those came from the Club Couture transfer of the month. You still have 3 days left to get that. And that is only exclusive to Club Couture members and designers. Let's build I think my pieces are dry. These are just popsicle stick pieces that I stained with bark and black velvet chalk paste and a baby wipe. I just want to make a little stand for our box frame so it sits a little better in the on the tier tray. I think I want to use my Power Tack just because it doesn't dry as lumpy. I'm not very fast with hot glue, and so it always ends up lumpy. So I'm going to use Power Tack for most of it, but I am going to add a couple little dots of hot glue just to keep everything together while that Power Tack dries. That away. A couple little, actually I'll need it back, forgot. So the hot glue gives me immediate adhesion, but that Power Tack gives me permanent adhesion. Okay, so now we're going to put it on the bottom. It's not the prettiest little stand, but it's certainly going to be functional. I think I got too much. You've never heard of Power Tack? It is by Beacon. Have you ever heard of Fabric Tack? I really like it. It's similar to E6000. I have never had luck with E6000 for some reason. I really like Power Tack. But you can get it at I think I got this at Joann's. It does say it takes 24 hours to dry, but I don't think it takes that long. So there's our little stand. So now he sits a little easier in the box frame or on the tier tray, and he won't fall. Yeah, so here's Power Tack. It's called industrial grade adhesive, all-purpose adhesive for glass, tile, stone, metal, wood, and fabric. It's by the same makers that make Fabri-Tac, which is one of my other favorite glues. Okay, so I am going to add embellishments to all those at some point, but I haven't yet. Peggy says, good to know. And even though Fabri-Tac says Fabri-Tac, I use it a lot on wood. Okay, for this little mini board and base, I wanted to bring out one of the other houses. And this is super cute. Again, it's just like our other board and base. It is mostly square though. But you can have it this way. Or you can have it this way. It is also double-sided. I think I just want to put one of these houses on there. And I think I'm going to put this one. So I'm just going to peel. I'm not even going to take the whole transfer off. Maybe. Nope, that's way off. And I'm not going to fuzz because this little piece is made from the same material as some of the boutique boards. So you don't necessarily have to fuzz. You do need to keep in mind that the bottom portion of the sign is going to go into the stand. I think that'll work. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. It is down a little lower than I prefer, but I don't want to waste all of your guys' time fiddling with. So I'm going to go into my bright white. And again, just going to squeegee the paste up and down that silk screen area. My white is a little thick, so it's a little hard to spread easy. I need to put some water in it or just get a new tub. I'm down to the bottom of the barrel. Try to smooth some of that stuff out. Not get it all over myself. So then let's pull this up. And we are left with a cute little design. So let's give that a dry. I don't know if that's quite dry, but we'll move on. So I'm going to use this carrot patch transfer. I'm just going to use the buffalo plaid portion on the stand of the board and base. Again, just going to go in with white, although I could use black, but I think I'll just use white. I have a board and base upstairs. It says this house was clean yesterday. Sorry you missed it. And I put buffalo plaid all over the stand and it looks really cute. You can paint the stand. You could sand the stand. Again, you can do anything you want to match your existing decor. If you get tired of the buffalo plaid, you can always sand it down. Put that to the side. There's our cute little buffalo plaid. We'll get that dry. there's our cute little sign. A little buffalo plaid. Okay, so now let's add just a tiny bit of embellishment. Because these words are hard. Because these are kind of dainty, I have all of my little baker's twine things here. And of course, probably the ones I want are clear on the bottom. I was thinking of doing some red around here to give it some color. And then, I know I have more black and white than this, but I don't know where it's at. I probably used it for something and didn't put it back. Let's add our red to this. And you can either wrap it around the base, you can wrap it around the bottom of the sign. I think we'll do the base. Okay, Robin. There we go. And we'll just tie that in a knot. And you could add some cute little greenery, which I didn't pull any out, but so we've got our knot. Oops. So now I'm just wrapping it around my fingers. And then I'll add that little bow to my string here. Kind of even out the loops a little bit. Cut those off. And then got a cute little sign. The touch of red. And so that'll look really good with the red that's in here. And we could wrap stuff around that one if we really wanted to. But I want to do the cutting board. We'll use black and white if I have enough. I should. I'm just going to wrap it a few times around the neck of the cutting board. Tie that in a knot. Do the same thing. Wrap it a few times around my fingers. Oops. I don't quite have enough, but this will work. I didn't leave myself long enough tie tails either. If you could see my concentration face, I'm sure it would be really wonky right now. Okay, so now we can even out these two tails. There's our cute little cutting board. I think I want to do anything to the rolling pin. Although it would look cute with something, I just don't know what. And then I think we're probably pretty good here. I should probably do something to the house. I could do some more red, since that's what I have. So let's do that. And it would be really cute to do something on top of there. If I think about something, I will add it later. So if you're into tiered trays, go to my chalk site, get you some tiered trays and accessories, although the accessories are sold out right now, but I do have one on hand that I'd be more than happy to sell somebody. Didn't get that very tight. Okay, so let's try that again. Put my finger there, hold it down. Pull. Okay. So I made my loops. I just wrapped it around 4 fingers. And I'm just going to tie a knot. You could add cute little beads if you wanted to. Actually, that's really cute. Let's just cheat and do it this way, which I didn't. Just happen to have them laying there. Let's see if we can. I'd probably string them a little bit differently. But there's that. Cute. Now it looks more like a package than it does a book stack. There you go. We're all finished. A little over an hour. I apologize. I always try to plan for quick activity, quick projects, but it never ends up that way. So let's put. We could add some cute little plants if you could keep them alive. I can't. So this will have to do. You can put your book stack. You have to put it in front. And you kind of just have to lean a few things up. Let me. Oopsie. Okay. Sorry about that. Peggy says that's a slick way to make a bow. It's actually the first time I've done it that way, but it was fairly easy. I usually go back and forth and make my loops that way. But here is our tiered tray. Some of it's kind of washed out, sorry. But again, here is our, gets washed out. There's our cute little home cutting board. Here, a house cutting board. Here's our home mini rolling pin. Here is our home box frame with the little heart. And remember, go back if you didn't get to watch, I made a big old boo-boo on the E, but I was able to fix it with a white pen eraser and some water. So if you want to see what that handy tip is about, go back and watch the replay. Here is our house on the board and base with our cute buffalo plaid stand. Jason says adorable project. And then here is our book stack. It says laugh together, celebrate each other, and love unconditionally. And I just added some twine and some little beads. And that is out. It looked really cute with a little plant right here, or even a candle. The little, oh. Hey Jason, will you bring in that house candle? Let's see if it fits on this tray. I was curious about that. And you could even I hope you heard. I'm just waiting for him to bring in that candle. So if you remember, thanks. This is the candle that we made with the same transfer. So it has the cute little house. It also says home sweet home. And I just wanted to test and see if it fits on the bottom level. So it is 6 1/4 inches high. Cross your fingers that it does fit. Oh, you guys, it does fit. So if I pull, it's going to be kind of heavy. But look, you put your little canister candle on here. I just got this generic candle at Walmart and used the same Club Couture transfer and just some black paste. Oh, it just does not want to stay. And look, now they both fell. But look, it fits perfect on there. And if you don't want the house, then you can turn it around. Let's just quit fighting gravity. You could have the home sweet home. So yay, that fits perfect. I was kind of hoping it would. Okie doke. Peggy says, so cute. You're so good at this. Great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate that because you're a super talented crafter yourself. I told you about the Club Couture transfer. Oops. There are 3 days left to get that. And then I was going to show you one more thing. Don't forget, there's only 3 more days left to earn the Shimmer Very Perry color. You can spend $90 US and get the Shimmer Very Perry chalk paste for free. If you're a club member and you spend $100, then you can get the Shimmer Very Perry chalk paste and a detail tool for free. But that ends August 30th. So if you want to take advantage of that, get your orders in. I was going to go over the new website tonight, but I've kept you on long enough, so I'll try to do a quick project on Wednesday. So I should be live again on Wednesday. I do have a class this Saturday, so if you happen to be local to me, I'm having a Pick Your Project class from 1 to 3 on Saturday. What that is you come and pick out your surface, and then you can pick from any of the transfers that I have that fit that surface. You can use all of my chalk paste. There is a $10 pre-registration fee, and then the date, which I would prefer that to be paid ahead of time so I know how many people are coming. And that deadline to register is Thursday on September 1st at 7:30. So if I haven't had any paid pre-registrations by then, I have the right to cancel the class. There is an event for that on Facebook. So $10 pre-registration fee, and then you pay for your surface at the class. And those range anywhere from $8 to $20, I believe, depending on your surface. So if you happen to be in the area and you want to try out Chalk Couture, stop by. It's from 1 to 3. It's a lot of fun. If not, I do have 2 other classes scheduled for September. Just check those on my Facebook page. But I definitely will be live again on Wednesday, 7:15 p.m. Central Time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.